Question mark? Because in roll 20 he jumped in.
Wait, did he?
He's, yeah,
No, his account was always like that. His account is always in.
yeah. Oh, wait, my bad. Different roll 20. And yeah,
Oh man, I was gonna
alright,
say what?
yeah. Anyways, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right.
I'm good to go.
First, some housekeeping. Sarut is out, going to be away because he is going to be doing some job with a TV series known as C with Jason Momoa. So he won't be playing this week.
And I hate
So
myself
Sarut is
because I
basically,
actually watched clips from the show, even though I know I can't watch the show, and now I want to watch the show, and I hate it.
yeah. So Sarut is basically going to be a little bit, when you just wake up and you're feeling kind of wobbly, that. That's basically him. And he's going to stick to SQ.
Okay, so he's essentially like in a sleepwalking phase, almost. Like I have to direct him places.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will be playing him a little bit, so casting Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, some small stuff like that. But other than that, he is by any and all means kind of out of it.
All right.
All right.
The second thing, I will be trying to make a break after about an hour. I'm trying to keep that in mind.
All right. Perfect. I get to go
Yeah,
check on my sister.
yeah. And third, on roll 20, I've added an orange line across the map. That's the trail that you have been leaving behind with that orange goo.
And
I
she's
was still
not
covered in
moving.
orange goo.
I feel.
Yeah, it's been dripping off but and becoming less and less, but you're still covered in it.
And
So
I'm
before you
assuming
start
this
putting on the
trail is
armor,
mostly because, like, SQ has been physically dragging Zaru throughout the place, so it's like a slug trail.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So I want to ask, before you put on the armor, do you want to try to wipe away the rest of the orange goop?
Yes.
Yeah, I think SQ's
Dexterity check.
probably, since everyone's dead over here, I think she'll probably like wipe it down up to here, and then she'll
No,
like.
no. I mean
Oh.
on your person. On
Oh
your
Yeah. Know
yeah.
your
person.
person.
Yes.
If you want
Yes.
to do that, we'll get to that in a second. If you want to wipe it off your person, Sarut is going to do that. Roll a dexterity check to see how good you are at wiping it off.
Oh
Yeah, you roll a 12.
God. Already. Dexterity. Oh no. Eh?
Holy sh!
Look at that.
Well then, that's
Yeah.
already one off the bingo list. That's one off the bingo list.
We
Clap
are
rolls a natural
starting off.
20.
We're starting off as strong twins today.
Awesome. So yeah, it takes maybe 16, 24 seconds at most to wipe it all off, get it all off. And you feel, like you probably aren't going to leave a trail moving forward.
Okay, and you said Zaru
You
already
also
wiped
take,
himself down, right?
yeah, he also does that, and he does an okay job. You two, for some reason, the way you do it, it's like you've done this before. So many questions. But yeah, you're clean. Xarut is mostly okay. He won't leave a giant, slug trail, as you put it.
Can I
I think.
can I roll another
Go ahead.
dexterity to like get Zaru more cleaned up?
With disadvantage, because he's going to be really awkward about it.
Okay. Oh yeah, she doesn't care, but I assume he'll be very awkward. Oh damn.
You try. But this is the point where you are literally less than half his size. And you try to reach around to wipe him. Well, I don't think I need to explain how
Yeah,
that
no,
works.
it's just awkward. It's just horribly,
Yeah.
horribly awkward.
Yeah,
Just
at
be glad that
best
he's
you
not
can
here.
reach.
Thank,
Yeah,
thank, thank God he's like kind of out of it. He probably won't remember.
yeah. Yep. Also, it takes about 1 minute to put on light armor. So during that minute, I need both of you to roll a perception check.
Ooh.
Yes, straight perception. Because I will be starting the recap after you roll perception. Okay. So, this story begins with a day repeating itself over and over and over again for everyone involved. Clad being the first one to wake out of it, to then break out of his pod and explore. As well as then SQ, Sarut, and having pulled Ripper out, you've been making your way through this strange underground place. Killing a goblin with a chair and a torch and mocking it to death. You've been attacked by strange husks with glowing green eyes. You've been trying to figure out where you are, where to go, and what to do. You're also aware that this entire place is leaning towards the top right corner of the map. About 1.5 minutes ago, all of you started feeling the ground shift, leaning in the northeastern part of the map. You don't know if it's northeast or not, but from the look on the map, it looks that way. You have been naked this entire time. Not being particularly bothered by it, you made your way until SQ put her hands on a strange urn. Thinking of wanting to see inside, it opened up, and lots of things clattered out, making even more noise. But nowhere near as much as when she screamed out loud, being on top of Sarut, and him waking up from his dreamlike state. SQ, you hear noise from up here and in this direction. You hear footfalls, lots of them. You also hear noises. You don't know if it's a language where people are speaking or hissing, but you hear sound and noise coming from up this way and from this way, and that's as much as you know.
Hey, guy, do you hear that?
You're what?
Okay,
You don't hear it at first.
we need.
You don't know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah,
Until
I said
she
here
points
what?
it out and you start. Yeah, as she starts pointing it out, you start paying attention. You probably start noticing something, some sort of noise, but you can't make out what.
I think someone's coming. We have to go.
I'll check it out.
What? No, we have to go. And she's gonna start pushing Zaru this way.
Yeah, I think
So
you can
that
move
just
his token. I think I just... Go ahead, Kat.
Oh, yeah, I can. Cool. Yeah, so she's pushing him. I guess not necessarily pushing. She's pulling him behind her. She grabs his hand and just starts, like, yanking him along.
Okay, that's what you do. Clad, what do you do?
I go down her hallway to investigate noise because I did go down here and I didn't see nothing.
All right. I need everyone to roll initiative. I will be rolling for Sarut. Yeah, makes sense.
Nice.
Isn't it? Glad you're up first. I need you to roll another perception check.
Right.
You hear lots of foot tracking coming from this way and down this hallway. With a high perception like that, you estimate it to be 10 or more creatures. You also, and it's a bit difficult to see here, but there is a door here, which I forgot to mention. You hear something from this room too, probably about 2 or maybe 3 creatures inside. And
Yeah.
you also hear that there is probably from up this direction and this direction might be 2 or 3 more. You hear a lot coming in this direction. And you also know that in this location, SQ screamed really loud. And in this location, all of that equipment, the clothes, the weapons, and everything came clattering down. Something heard it, and it's most likely coming in this direction. And there's a goop trail, an orange goop trail.
Tactical assessment. I'll go. Hold up. How many feet move would that be? Hold up.
You can hold Alt so that you don't need to snap in the grid.
All right. All right. Yeah. I go back to a SQ. Not running, just like so right here is just say we should leave.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. Did you walk into that room?
No, something happened. I was trying to be right here.
Okay. So yeah, you say that. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm only keeping the initiative for if something metaphorically hits the fan. And there is a timer, so I need both of you to roll a d4 for me. It's just a small little thing. Okay. As SQ, as you start making your way into this room, you happen to see, as soon as I can get some tokens, yeah, you see 2 people with clothes in that room who notices you, and this one here looks at all of you for a moment and then goes, come on, quickly, this way. This one here just looks at you very calmly, with a smile on his face.
SQ's gonna very confidently grab Zaru's hand after this person, says come with us, and she's like, all right, here we come. And she's gonna march on over, dragging
All right?
Zaru behind her.
Yeah. Glad you can follow, but the initiative, like I said, is for if something hits the fan.
All right.
Okay? Because they both take you in this direction. and specifically into this room, if you follow.
I think SQ's gonna like turn the corner and kind of leave Zaru on the other side of that wall, and she's gonna kind of shout down the hall like, "Where are we going?"
This one immediately goes shh, shh, just shushes you and shows to come closer.
Can I roll perception? I'm so scared.
Are you trying to see something, or are you trying to incite him to see if he's
I guess
mess?
insight at that point, because yeah,
Right?
no, SQ at this point is like, I don't know my way around this place, and this person is like shushing me, but also telling me to come closer. I don't know.
Yeah, roll on insight.
Okay.
That would be an 8 because you didn't have disadvantage.
Oh, I
But
forgot to
yeah,
unclick disadvantage.
don't worry about it. He seems worried. He seems rattled. You don't know if he's afraid of you or Clad or Sarut or all of the noise coming from this direction. You don't know, but he looks rattled, afraid, cautious.
Okay. I guess SQ's gonna move a little bit more forward, and as she passes this like hallway, can I peer down it?
Yeah, you can. I'm going to move it like this, and that's basically what you see. There is a bunch of chairs around some sort of strange bird cage looking device.
Okay. All right. So SQ's gonna
Sarut.
kind of stay behind. She's gonna
Yep.
stay behind Clad, but
Sarut
yeah,
decides to follow you.
yeah, she's like waving Zarut forward, like, I think it's safe. Come on.
Yeah, he definitely stuck to you. Yeah. Anyways, as you get closer, this one seems to be the one that is talking the most. In kind of a hushed voice, he squeezes in between both of you so that he can whisper, while also being able to make sure that all of you can hear him properly. He looks you square into the eyes for just a moment and then goes, so you're not. Never mind. How long has it been since you woke up? He asks both of you.
I don't know.
About 3 minutes to 6 minutes. Your head is still a little bit woozy because you woke up not that long ago, but it's not more than 10 minutes. You know that much at the very least.
So
SQ,
around
you have approximately the same time.
Huh?
SQ, you woke up approximately the same amount of time as Clad.
Okay, yeah, SQ's gonna kind of like look at her hand and like start like counting with her fingers, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 minutes? Maybe like that. That's about right. And then she looks at Zaru as if to ask him if that's right, but then she sees like the blank void look on his face and she's like, never mind. I
Yeah.
think it's been about 6 minutes.
Shh, quiet. You don't want to attract any more attention than you already have. And he looks at both of you and says, well, it looks like the both of you can fight. Maybe.
Where are we? She's whispering.
Yeah. You don't have to say, you don't have to actually whisper, but now that you've said that you whisper, I will take it that you do that unless you say otherwise.
Well, I mean, like because he said we have to be quiet, so I'm not whispering to him specifically in the act of whispering. She's just lowering her voice because she feels like she's being too loud.
Understood. He says, I don't know where we are, but this place is dangerous. Those gray things with the green glowing eyes and the goblins with the green glowing eyes. If they find us, they will kill us.
Oh,
And there is
those
quite a lot
guys?
of them.
No, like I literally was able to like insult one of them to death. He just died because I made fun of him.
This person looks very confused about that. But okay.
Yeah, no, do you want to come with us? We'll help, I guess. Like if you can lead us out of here, we'll make sure to protect you.
Sure, if we figure out how to get out of here.
Well, you work here, right?
Hmm.
No. I woke up here more than a day ago.
You don't
And
work
that
here?
guy no, and pointed at the guy with the hat. He said, he was awake when I got here, when I woke up here.
Wait, did you have to like rebirth yourself from a pod? Did you come out with like orange goop on you?
He looks confused about the rebirthing part, but yes, I was inside of a pod. What those things?
Okay.
Yeah, I was inside of one of them. And I think he was too. Points at the other one.
SQ
Listen.
points at the guy with the hat, and she's like, "Hey," and she's still talking kind of quietly, but she's like whisper yelling at him. She's like, "Hey, did you wake up in a pod?"
It takes a moment before he looks at you and goes with a calm, relaxed, and a little bit quiet voice. I sell fruit.
That wasn't
And
my
this guy in the middle.
question.
Yeah, this guy in the middle goes, yeah, don't. He doesn't really talk. Normally, he don't even get started on that.
Why isn't he answering my question? I asked him if he
I,
came out of a
I
pod, and he told me
don't
he
know.
sold fruit.
I don't know.
Has he
But
answered any of your
he
questions?
kind of. He answers them in a weird way, but kind of.
Okay, well, I
Anyways,
guess we should bring him with us.
You guys are useless.
he can use the things here. He used one of those glowing things and he has been using it to change things. This entire place started tilting in a direction after he used it. And I don't know exactly what it is he's doing, but he has been keeping me alive.
Hmm.
Well, heck, can he
Anyways,
keep us alive
will you
too?
give me a moment? Maybe, will you give me a moment to try to explain what we know?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes about 1 minute, and he explains to you some of the nearby locations that he has seen, been to, or has some knowledge of.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
We are going
So
in the totally wrong direction.
he also states, one moment, there's apparently some idiot with a car outside.
Sounds
Alright?
like a nice car, though.
Yeah. Except the
I'm
fact that
BSing. I don't know anything about cars.
yeah, same here. I'm not really a kind of car guy, but yeah, they keep doing that with the engines revving them for some reason. He also explains that from what he has gathered, there is no door out of this place. There's no physical door that you can leave. You are inside underground. Him and the other one have actually dug through the wall and found that there is rock, possibly mountain, in these spaces in between the walls. Just solid mountain. He has also pointed out that this place do not seem to be operational, but as he explains this area, it sounds familiar to you, Clad, as this room up here. But this one does not seem to be operational or be different. He also explains that besides the goblins and the husks that you've been fighting, there is a much tougher goblin and a strange and very dangerous purple-skinned creature of some kind that floats. That's all he knows. Finally, two more things. He does not know how to help or save the people that are in the pods, how to get them out, or how to wake them up. And he points to this hole right here, and he says that if you're willing to hope for the best, you can try jumping down that hole, since it seems to lead out. But he has been inside of this map room, the same as you, Clad, SQ, and Sarut. And he says that he thinks that you're on some sort of flying island. He believes that this place that you are in is inside of a flying island. Some sort of flying fortress or something. And if you jump through this hole, you will go through the garbage chute, basically, of a flying fortress. Or island. And you might be falling a very, very long way down. That is all information he managed to share with you in a short and concise way.
All right.
SQ
How
just
do
kind of
you
raises her
react?
hand and goes, I think we should jump. We should go down the hole.
I can't fly. What happens if we go out and then just, I don't know, fall to our death? What if something happens?
What do you mean you
I
can't
don't
fly?
even know
You
what
have
to say.
wings.
That's not Sarut.
Oh.
Is this human looking here?
Well, okay, at that point, SQ's just like, well, I can't fly either. How do we know we're
Then
not
why do you
just
wanna
like 5 feet from the ground?
look down the hole, it says.
Do we still... Okay, so I know we got... Like, we armored ourselves, but do we still have, like, the supplies that we found that we didn't put on ourselves?
Yes. You can choose some basic items. There were rotten food, basic things that you can use as weapons. There were plenty of daggers that weren't necessarily weapon daggers, but they serve as daggers. Spears, hand crossbow, some clothes and armor, rotten rations, bags, and Clad, you can add a simple healing potion to your inventory.
What
SQ,
What kind
you
of
can add,
bags? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
SQ, you can add 30 gold to your inventory.
Ah, nice.
That's what you found amongst the random stuff. Besides that, it was just simple things that villagers, housewives, cooks, a butcher, a blacksmith, just basic stuff. Normal household things, plates even.
Were there like sheets?
For some of the
Like
things, yeah.
bed sheets or anything?
Mm,
Like that over the top summer sheet.
no.
Ah, dang it. So the bags, how big are they?
Small pouches.
Crap.
The sort of things that you probably found a belt or two, not the high fancy kind, that you can attach, like what do you call those things when you go on vacation, where you have a belt with a bag in it,
Fanny pack?
basically.
Fanny pack.
Yeah, that. Yeah, basically that. Small pouches and a fanny pack or something like that.
Okay.
No backpack.
Okay, so
You
SQ's
might.
still on her warpath. She's gonna be like, hey guy, Clad? That's your name, right?
Hmm?
Can you just like lower me, like hold on to my hand and just like lower me into the hole and maybe I can see something?
This person pipes up and says, "You can just look in the hole. You can see all the way out."
Okay, fine. SQ's gonna look in the hole.
When you go there, when you get close, you feel the wind. Wind is rushing in and then rushing out and in and out. It's kind of strange, but yeah. When you get close to the edge, you look down, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Normal, there we go.
Can I help her with that, or
Yeah, you can also look in the hole and roll a perception check of your own.
all right?
So SQ, when you Clad, you go and look down, and it hits you fast. You are really high up, and you instinctively just step back and no, that far down.
Oh
That's like if you suddenly woke up on the top of a high-rise building and you weren't aware of it, and then you go and look over the edge and you go, holy shit, that's far down. SQ, he catches you by surprise, but you look down and you see the chute itself is maybe 50 feet long. It doesn't appear to be any sharp spikes or anything, but trying to jump down through that and not hit the walls might be tough. And then the way down, you see clouds. And then beneath the clouds, you see grasslands, rivers, and a freaking mountain. You are really high up. You are above the lowest hanging clouds in the sky. At the very least.
SQ's gonna pretend like nobody told her that this was a bad idea already, and she's gonna kind of put her hands on her hips and be like, well, that's way too far to jump. Anyone have any other ideas?
Yeah. Well, this guy points at the one with a hat. He said that there should be some way out, similar to this birdcage looking thing. But we don't know anything besides that. Or I haven't at least figured out what he's saying besides that. I sell fruit. And it's a really nice weather today. I think it's gonna be sunny. There's the one with a hat.
SQ's gonna kind of pat him on the shoulder and be like, all right, buddy, let's go to the birdcage, I guess. And she's gonna, head. Oh, that's the Roo. Well, as she passes the Roo, she's also gonna grab his hand and be like, come on, buddy.
Yep.
I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
There's an activated one just down the hall.
There is. Where? And he basically asks you to explain the way. Keep in mind,
Well,
Clad, keep in mind that you did hear footfalls from this way, and the inside of this room when you were standing there.
yeah. So
You haven't
he's-
told me that.
yeah. Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
so
you basically- Go
here's the
ahead.
thing. There might be things there here. Last time I checked.
Yeah. Well, that might be our only real way out. Anyways, he did something to this place that made it lean. I think he's trying to break it apart or crash it or something. And I would very much like not to be in here when that happens, so please show the way.
All right.
He doesn't look much of a fighter. He can probably
I
hit
have
with his fists, you know.
I have he did tell us about there's a disconnection right over here, right?
Yeah, this birdcage. And everything that you can see here, everything that you can see on the map is what you know. So he explained that direction, yes.
All right. SQ,
Anyways,
follow me.
Yeah.
What?
As he walks into this room,
Where are we
points
going?
at this here. Oh. He also takes a moment to point out that this here birdcage looking thing, which when you look into it, SQ, as you walked around, you saw different images from every one of these openings. You saw a beach or a sandy beach and either very big lake or an ocean in one of them. You saw snow-capped mountain. You saw a very, what's the word, dense forest. You also saw smoke in one. And yeah, those are the ones that you've seen so far.
SQ's gonna point to the one with the forest, the dense forest, and she's gonna be like, I think we should just walk through this. I'm pretty sure these are like doorways or something. Can we just go into them? Let's go.
No, we tried. I
Oh,
tried.
we tried.
No, he says that he tried. I jumped right into it and it wasn't real. This is apparently some sort of observatory, way to look or something. I don't know magic much, but that's what he says, pointing at the one with a hat. And right about now, I need everyone to roll a dexterity check,
Oh boy.
including these NPCs.
Oh god. Wait, is that dexterity?
Dexterity check, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang. I rolled good for one time.
Yeah. All right. First of all, SQ, you catch yourself pretty okay. Now we're gonna see how it goes for Sarut. He trips over. This entire place has been leaning in this direction. Suddenly, you feel what was like 5 degrees, maybe 10 degrees at most in that direction, suddenly becomes a lot steeper. SQ, you slide all the way down to this wall.
Oh jeez.
Clad, you tumble down to this wall. You take 3 points of damage. Sarut slides down to this here place. Takes 4 points of damage. Oh boy. So yeah. That's... Yeah. Okay, and... yeah. This guy catches himself. Alright, around there. This one takes 2 points of damage. He didn't die. That's great.
Hooray!
Yeah,
That's
he's
concerning.
normal.
Well, that's concerning thing. He
What?
said he didn't die with 2 points of damage.
Yeah,
That's what concerned me.
he twisted his ankle. He can move, but his ankle's gonna hurt like a bitch tomorrow,
God.
basically. But yeah, he's
Alright.
alive. you're feeling also a sort of rumbling, but you can't exactly tell what it is. From this point on, we are in initiative, and all terrain is considered difficult terrain.
So we have
Hmm.
half movement.
However, yeah, unless you're trying to specifically go in this direction, in which case you can slide or roll, but there's the risk that you may end up hurting yourselves. Keep that in mind. So if you want to slide down, you can move your full movement, but you have to make an acrobatic or dexterity saving throw to try to catch yourself so that you don't smack into a wall and, you know, break your nose or your wrist or your ankle. So, Clad, you are up first, I believe.
All right. So going down this hallway will be 15.
Yep.
All right.
As you go down this hallway, you hear noise on the other side of this door. You can't tell exactly where, but you do hear noise. Is there anything you would like to do with your... You can use your action to double your move. You can still dash, but you have to use your action to do so.
You said there's movement.
You hear something on the other side of the door, but you can't tell exactly what.
All right. Could I make a sort of perception check to like?
Yeah? Yeah? Make a perception check. You hear a noise, and considering the fact that all of a sudden this entire place shifted, and you did hear noise in this general vicinity, in this general area here. Something or someone probably fell back down these hallways. That's as much as you can gather. Do you have a
All
bonus action, or are you done?
I'd like to speak to him like we may have to fight our way through this.
Yeah, you do. This one, this human without a hat, looks a bit, of course. Other one goes, yes, it will be a sunny day. SQ.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, SQ is not even a little bit interested in going towards that noise.
You are not aware of it.
Oh, okay, good, good. Well, but I know Clad went in that direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think considering how they're leaning, SQ's gonna do her best to like drag Zaru this way and back.
You're trying to go in the
Yeah,
opposite direction.
in the opposite direction.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check. And I will make one for Xarut. Should set that to normal. He rolled a 17.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. You and Xarut, you move up here in this direction. Yeah, you're going up, no problem.
And
In fact,
at this point, SQ's
with
like
an
screaming. She's like, "We're gonna jump down the hole!"
Okay.
That's her plan.
All right. The route follows you. Yeah. Then Shansh looks at everyone, is confused, and looks at SQ and says, "Are you going to survive jumping down the hole somehow?" SQ, just so that you're aware, falling damage is very much a real thing.
The way things are going, SQ's brain is kind of along the lines of, if we're veering that hard towards one direction, it means that we're falling already. So I will wait until, like, we're just gonna sit by the hole and we'll wait. I'll look out, I'll look down the hole and see when it's safe to jump.
Okay? You should also be aware that the one without a hat said that the one with a hat was trying to break this thing apart that you're inside of or crash it.
Crap.
At the end of a fall, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it falls.
Oh my
It
god.
fell. To a maximum of 20d6.
Oh my god.
20d6.
Oh, Jesus.
Unless it
Okay.
avoids taking damage from the fall somehow.
Yeah, you know what? SQ might be rethinking her plan.
Yeah,
So they'll
just
hold
so
where
that you're
this
aware.
SQ's gonna hold where she is, but she's got her eyes fixed on the guy with the hat, and she's like holding on to Zaru's hand with like a death grip, and she's like, you can help me get him out of here?"
The one with the hat is that, well, it's their actions. This one follows Clad limply because Clad said that he had found a possible way out, a doorway out. This one also follows. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just strolls along.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
I didn't expect to do an escort mission.
Well,
Oh,
who
okay.
knows?
Yeah, it's Clad's turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, Clad.
All right, going down this this corridor right here.
As soon as you try, the door is locked. This door.
Can I try? Oh,
Right?
if I break it, it might cause some noise.
Yeah, well, this entire place is crashing down. You have also heard other things make noise. The pots down here probably made some noise when they fell over. These
Hold up.
chairs fell down all the way over here to the wall. There's a lot of noise going on.
Well then, outfit. I want to try and try and break down the door.
Okay. Roll an athletic.
Roll a what?
Athletics. You see how well you handle your little sister.
Roll for little sister. Nice.
Yeah. Oh. You don't just break down this door. You kick this door so hard it breaks in this door on the opposite side of the hallway. You bust down not one door, you bust down two doors. That's your action. You feel
All
a
right.
little bit proud of it. You can give your character. There, your character has inspiration now. One reroll because you just busted down two doors with one kick, basically.
Badass.
That was just brilliant. You still have your move
Alright.
and your bonus action.
Yeah, so I go down the hallway.
When you go there, you will see a different looking goblin, as well as, oh, that one's a little bit big. Three other goblins, all smushed in this corner. They seem to have all kind of tumbled down on each other. You see four goblins.
Take out my spear.
Yep. You have used your action to break down the door. Just so that you're aware.
Yeah, so take out my spear would still be considered a action.
No, that's free.
All right. I would. Okay, I would like to say. I would like to tell him to not come any further.
All right.
We got company.
Yep. All right.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. SQ, you do hear that as he shouts it back to you.
SQ is like legitimately freaking out at this point. She's about ready to rip her hair out. When she hears that, she's gonna. Oh wait, how far can I go?
Have speed normally,
If I'm going.
but if you want,
Yeah.
if you're going this way, you can use, the weights leaning to give yourself your full movement, but you will have to roll an acrobatics or dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh gosh, let me see which one. I'm gonna go with dexterity.
All right. You do make it your full movement,
All right.
but you do stumble
Oh.
and take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Sarut will also be following you because he's your companion now. All right. You have moved 15 feet. You have 10 more feet of movement.
Ooh.
If you want to move over.
Yeah. SQ's gonna move here. Can she see around the corner or no?
Yeah. You can peek your head around and you see that pile of goblins in the corner. And they do have torches, except one that has a sword and a bow.
And a bow.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. SQ doesn't even care if Clad's looking at her or not. She's like literally just gonna like flip the bird at Clad.
Yeah. You do have an action still.
Oh.
And a bonus action.
Alright, let's see what I can do. She's just
Because even if you roll a dexterity saving throw or an acrobatics for the full movement, you still have your action and bonus action. It doesn't cost anything, except you risk taking damage.
okay. Now, if I wanted to cast Vicious Mockery, could that be cast from where I'm standing in the sense of like her poking her head around the corner and yelling something mean?
Yeah. Yeah. If it was an attack, they would have a +2 to their armor class, but since it's a saving throw, which one are you aiming at?
Let me see here. I'm gonna go with the one she sees first, so the first guy. And she's
Okay.
literally just gonna pop her head around the corner and go, "Fuck you!"
Each roll's a natural 1. So yeah. Yeah. A natural 1 doesn't double the damage, unfortunately. But man, its feelings are hurt. This halfling woman just showed up and told it to fuck itself. It's emotionally devastated. And it has, and I will try to remember this. Vicious Mockery gives disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Mm.
Yeah, so that
Please,
first guy, if he
please.
does a weapon attack, he's at disadvantage.
Yep, the first weapon attack. So yeah, if I forget about that and you remember, feel free to tell me. That's an important thing that might keep, your entire party alive.
I'll definitely try to remember.
Yeah, the goblin in the bag that is literally being smothered by other goblins looks very annoyed about the entire situation and notices Clad and a halfling woman that peeks around the corner and insults one of them. It will try to shoot with disadvantage because it is literally in a pile of goblins. Try to shoot Clad. I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit you.
Definitely not.
No. Yeah, it shoots and then it will move out of view. You do not know where it is currently. But it walked or crawled, more likely, in that direction. This guy, he is awkward and doesn't really know exactly what to do, and he will just remain where he is. Sarut will use his movement to get there. Yeah. He will peek around the corner and try to shoot this one with a Eldritch Blast.
Come on, Zaru.
Normal. They do have +2 to their DC, their armor class because of partial cover because you're outside the door, and that does not hit. It just barely misses.
Ooh.
Holy
And then he
crap.
kind of, yeah. And then he goes around, he looks awkward trying to, show off to SQ with that, and then he misses and goes, that totally hits. I totally hit it and it's totally dead right now.
SQ
You're
just
not sure
like
if you believe
very
him.
casually like waves her hand like shush now.
And then the one with the hat squeezes by all of you. And let's see what fun things this guy will do.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if this guy's stronger than Clad,
yeah, possibly. He's going to Arms of Hadar.
What?
A strength saving throw against 3 goblins.
wait, that's sent on stealth though.
Oh my god.
Arms of
Say
Hadar sent it
again?
on stealth.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I pressed the wrong one. Phew. Whoops. Betrayal. Woohoo.
I was gonna say, hold up,
Yeah.
because
Okay,
I
that one
used
was
that spell. I have used that spell.
Yep. I only realized it after. He moves forward close enough to use Thunderwave, which is a Constitution instead. I will use the same rolls because they still. Yeah, one goblin would make it. The other ones, not so much. Oh boy. There we go. With spell slot there, spell slots there. So yeah, 2 of them take. Yeah, this one, and this one dies. And this one around the corner is badly hurt. You hear SQ. Have you ever heard the noise of a car hitting an animal at really high speeds?
Oh god, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, imagine this wall in the back. Yeah. It's like when a fly hits the windshield of a car. Just Yeah,
Can I roll?
that.
Can I roll a Constitution saving throw to see if SQ throws up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cause that sound that would shake her.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
It
right.
makes you sick to your gut, but you go, yeah, I can do it. You swallow it, you have more pressing issues.
She
Yeah, plus the
okay.
adrenaline.
She basically like she throws up in her mouth and then she like looks around and then makes sure no one's looking at her and then she just swallows it.
Yeah,
She's gross.
basically that.
Yeah.
Lad, you just saw the one with a hat that is, perfectly normal human. Splat two goblins against the wall and barely hurt another one around the corner.
Plaid approves.
Mm-hmm. It's your turn.
All right. If I go in this direction, forward. If I go forward,
You go half movement, or you can roll an acrobatics or dexterity to
As he's
go your full movement.
no matter what
But
happens, if he walks past SQ, she's gonna give him a smack on the tushy and be like, "Go get him, tiger."
I'm already in front of you.
Well, then you've gotten a tushy smack.
Oh, come on.
okay, look on the bright.
Aw.
Look on the bright side. You don't get double damage because of criticals. You only take 3 points instead of 6. But you get
Alright.
your full movement.
So I'll go down
Yeah.
the 20 feet.
Yep. You do not know where the other goblin is. You cannot see it. I only moved it there. Might not actually be there. The only one that you can see is this one currently in front of you.
All right. I attack it with my spear.
Go ahead.
Does that hit?
Oh yeah. It was already badly hurt, and one of its shoulders was basically splashed against the wall. And you just go and it goes straight through. It's dead. It's like kind of like stabbing through tofu or some, soft like jello. You hit it and it went through, but there wasn't real much resistance left in it. It's dead.
All right. So I would
You
like
have 10
to
more feet of movement.
yeah, then I just will it be right here, or will I still be able to go right here?
Full movement. If you have 30 feet, it's there.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Right? SQ.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And we still don't know where this guy actually is, right?
Nope. He just disappeared around the corner. I only put him over there right now. He doesn't necessarily have to be there. I can move him over there just because.
Alright. I think SQ is gonna once more. She's just gonna grab Zaru by the hand or the wrist or whatever. I don't know how pliable he is right now, but she's gonna grab him and just kind of like get in here and
Mhm.
yeah, she's gonna follow Clad at this point.
Alright. Full movement or half?
I guess full because they're still tilting that way, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so she's gonna end up here.
Dex save or acrobatics?
Oh god. We're gonna go Dex.
Oh, you do it gracefully. Enough so that Sarut doesn't squish you when you hit the wall. You catch yourself and kind of roll a little bit to the side so that he kind of slaps against the wall. He doesn't get hurt, but yeah. You can get, crushed by him.
There we go. And also SQ's
You
the
still
like
want to actually
legitimate
a
like
bonus action.
she's absolutely gonna yell also at
Alright.
Clad. Like, where are we going?
Clad, you can answer. We cannot hear you unless you are talking to your sister. But I'm guessing he points at this door right in front of you
Oh crap.
and says through there. Unless, he comes back.
Oh, I'm back.
Yep. SQ just basically asks you where you're going.
The room right in front of me.
That's what he says. Alright. You still have your action and bonus action, SQ. You can use your action to dash to double your movement speed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and dash.
Alright.
Do I have to click that anywhere?
Nope.
Okay.
You just have 25 feet more of movement.
Alright. So we're gonna go 25. I'm gonna go like there. Yeah. At this point, SQ's like tired of waiting. She's gonna run past him, slide through his legs, and end up here.
You wish.
Oh, I wish.
You end up here. And this goblin is right in front of you. You do not have an action at the moment. Because you just used it. But yeah, you bust through the door, and this goblin is right in your face. And he looks at you and goes, snarl.
She's gonna snarl back.
That you do. Has that then your turn?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions.
It's the goblin's turn.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're standing right in front of it. He's gonna try to hit you with his scimitar.
A scimitar.
Hit you.
Oh god. No. I have an AC.
Your dexterity
I
is
have
10.
13. Oh wait, dexterity?
It is your 10 plus dexterity unless you're wearing an armor. And you're wearing a leather armor. So yeah. In that case, it's leather armor, right? So it's 11 plus your dex. So 13, you said.
Yep.
Yeah. He doesn't hit you. He swings at you, but the floor being so, off tilt gets him, losing his balance. He's not having a good day. This goblin does not have a good day. And just stares in front of you, snarling.
She's gonna keep snarling at him too. Like this is like a dick measuring contest with growling at this point.
Yeah. This guy will use his action, but not take the risk of making an acrobatics roll, and follow behind with 30 feet of movement. Alright. He would be around there. Sarut follows all the way over here, and yeah, he would firebolt. I believe he would firebolt. It doesn't hit.
And
It does not hit.
that tracks.
Yeah, but he's covered in, flames because of his tiefling thing.
Oh my god. This is like oddly appropriate though. Like even if he were here, I feel like this is how he'd be rolling.
Yeah. The guy with the hat goes all the way down there. Using his action and Clad. It's your turn.
All right. So, can I get to right here from here? Like, hold up.
You cannot get inside of the room because SQ is in the way. You can try to attack the goblin, but you will have disadvantage.
I guess my main question is, since SQ can like go under people who are medium or large, would he be able to walk over her?
Yes. No.
Okay, fair.
It is specifically that you, because you are short and your, nimbleness allows you to slide between their legs.
Gotcha.
If they try to move over through your space, they will have to make a check for it. And yeah, it could end badly. Like
Sort of
pro.
like kick me out of the way.
Yeah, that too.
All right. So I'll be somewhere like around here.
Yeah. You can try to attack, but you will have disadvantage, and because SQ is in the way, because you're trying to literally reach over her, but you do have a spear, which is why I will allow you to make this attack. Disadvantage, because you're literally trying to reach over SQ, and because she's in the way, he will have a +2 to his armor class. But you can make an attack. You do not hit.
Nah, it was close though.
Yeah. The goblin parries it, kind of hiding behind SQ, using her basically like a halfling shield.
SQ screams, but not out of fear. She's so angry. Like, how dare this tiny goblin use me as a shield?
Yeah. And from
Oh no.
down this hallway, 2 more goblins do show up. Which I'm just gonna add them back into initiative because I accidentally removed them.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah. That could actually be a good thing, because, yeah, they're after Clad. They managed to make it that far. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That's what you see and hear right now. It's SQ's turn, unless you want to use your action surge, Clad.
No, not yet. I
Alright. Go ahead.
does SQC see these 2 goblins?
Barely. She would probably hear something, but she isn't certain. She just hears something outside.
All right. SQ. Here's the thing. we got two goblins coming. You think you can handle the big guy?
Fine.
Or you want to handle the goblins?
No, I'll handle this tiny doofus.
All right. That not in my turn.
Okay. SQ. It's your turn.
Alright. Oh dear god. Okay.
You
Don't die.
are. Yep. I'm also going to. With your passive perception, you can also see this here birdcage thing. It is spinning. And inside of it, and it's very uncomfortable for your eyes because you see one image and then it spins and you see another and it spins and spins and spins. So it's like having a lot of images on your computer screen, really switching forward, switching images quickly. Your eyes don't really adjust, but you see different kind of vistas inside of the cage.
Okay.
That's right,
So if I were to cast Vicious Mockery and then push him, is pushing an action, or would that be a bonus action?
Pushing is an action.
Ooh, okay. I want to push him.
Okay. In that case, roll an athletics check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
That's why if you succeed.
You try, you go to push, but this goblin seems to have gotten their footing back, and you push and you push. Imagine, a kid trying to push an adult. Your feet are actually sliding across the floor, but you're not moving anywhere. The goblin looks a little bit confused, and then insulted, and then angry.
Crap. SQ at that point is just gonna stick her tongue out at him.
And that you do.
Because she's embarrassed and she's angry about it.
Yeah, this goblin is even more angry at you. Alright.
Again, don't die.
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
not to.
Now it's this goblin's turn. He's gonna try to hit you with that scimitar. A 19, I believe, hits you.
Yeah, absolutely.
8 points of damage.
Crap. Oh,
Then it will use its bonus action to disengage. Its nimble escape ability.
8. Oh my god, I'm down to 9 health points.
And then it will jump through the bird cage and disappear.
Oh my god, that's where he was going in the first place? Like, why didn't he just let me push him, asshole?
Maybe because you were trying to kill it.
Well, yeah,
And maybe
yes.
it didn't
He was
want to
gonna
be
jump in
allowed.
anyway. He could have been like, alright, thanks for the ride, bitch.
Yeah. Alright. So it has jumped. This one. Yeah, he's going to risk it. He's going to risk making a dexterity saving throw. And he rolls a 4.
Oh my god.
And takes another 2 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Yep. He is looking a little bit rough at the moment.
He got a
Just,
0.08 initiative.
No. It's the guy without the hat.
Oh.
And he runs and he jumps straight in. He's going to try to jump out. Yeah, he jumps out. And he is gone. Xarut is going to... Yeah, he's just gonna stay with you because he's a bit woozy and doesn't really know what to do. And try to shoot one of these goblins that is coming down the hallway. With a firebolt. Natural 1.
Dear god.
Yeah. He's a bit woozy. And he's trying to look cool in front of SQ again. And goes poof. It actually hits the torch and lights it even more on fire somehow.
SQ, like,
Yeah.
grabs his hand and, like, shoves it down next to his side. And she's like, you need to stop whatever you're doing.
Yeah, he looks a little bit embarrassed and a little bit awkward about it. And this one, he actually walks 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he walks all the way here. And he's going to do another Thunder Wave. DC 17. Constitution saving throw from the 2 goblins. 1 makes it. Huh. The one in the back gets sent flying and kind of splats against the ground. Yeah. The other one doesn't get pushed, but still takes 4 points of damage. Yeah. He looks hurt. And then the one with the hat turns and looks at all of you and says, "It's a good day today. I can handle moving all of these cars of fruit myself. No help required."
I knew he was
No.
speaking in code.
Is going
I knew it. I
crazy.
knew he was speaking in code.
Yeah, you
SQ.
can all roll an insight check.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hope SQ fails because the way that she interprets that is like, what the hell are you talking about? There is no fruit.
All right, I do it.
Yeah.
Right? Both of you can roll.
Insight, insight. Where am I? There we go.
Actually, only Clad picks up on it. You pick out that the way he speaks is you don't know if it's double speak or thieves cant or if it's something else, but he says things with a meaning even though he uses different words. It's complicated, but you basically pick up that he says that he got this. SQ, you have no idea. He's a weirdo.
Yeah,
He talks weird.
SQ's straight up like, what? There is no fruit.
Yeah. This goblin is just going to rush forward, and I'm just gonna check this real quick.
No.
Yeah, that hits. 4 points of damage. Oh, runs up and swings and hits with a torch. He shrugs it off. No, he shrugs it off. And now, because I rolled pretty shitty on that, Clad SQ, you could probably hear it. And Sarut see this thing float down the corridor from this door, which is now very much open. It's a giant floating purple creature that does not have a lower jaw, but appears to have tentacles, where its jaw and chin should be. But it looks wrinkled. It looks old. It has scars. But it looks menacing. It looks terrifying. And let me see. Yeah. Can I cast Levitate? Clad. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, something I can actually do.
Yeah. Spell save
And before
DC 14. You just makes it. You feel your entire body start to lift up, like you're starting to float in the air. And you just. It's like invisible chains or hands, and you kind of just break out of it, not through sheer strength, but more like your body refuses it. And you drop to the ground. You do not float in air. Clad, it's your turn. This thing looks terrifying. And it just floated out, looked at you, and you started floating into the air. This thing makes your heart squeeze. It makes your tummy writhe. It makes your skin crawl. Everything about this thing tells you bad news. It just screams danger. As someone who has fought, lived, and maybe even died on the battlefield, this thing is death. That's what every instinct in your body tells you.
we need to go, and he just jumps through the portal.
Alright? Do you try to go to a specific one, or do you just jump in? Very important.
I believe
You
there was
see
one
that-
where.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, it's spinning around. It's not like a ball, it's like a bird cage. So it's spinning like a CD, basically, around and around and around, going from the right to the left. You can try to grab onto it and hold it and try to catch a specific one. That will be your action. And you will have to
All right.
either roll. You will have to also roll on athletics to try to catch it. If you want to try to get a specific one.
There was the one where it's like in a plains, right?
Yeah. A plains, a dense forest, ice and snow, a beach by a lake or an ocean you do not know. You have also seen spinning past you other kinds of vistas too. But those
All
are
right.
the four that you have seen.
I want to try to go for the plains.
You catch it. It will take an entire turn to spin this thing by hand to get the one that you want to. But
All
it
right.
will allow you to hold it so that SQ and others can move into the same one. Or you can just jump in right now.
I hold it.
All right. Do you let SQ and others know about this?
I just tell it to jump in.
All right. Then that's your turn.
Yes.
SQ, you see Clad catch the spinning birdcage and then take the time to move it and hold an opening that leads to a plane right in front of you. You also hear something from down the corridor, and you have a literal tingles up your spine. Your stomach feels uncomfortable. You feel like puking up even more than before. You are sweating, and every hair on your body is standing up. You feel something really bad behind you.
Yeah, SQ's gonna grab Zaru by the wrist and jump into the portal that Clad is
All
holding
right.
still for them.
Sarut will follow because he is willing. You hold. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do before you go through?
I think before she goes through, she's also gonna yell at this guy in the hat, like, "Come on!"
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's
You
it.
do have an bonus action.
Uh, can I? So for a no, because I already did an action by pulling him through.
No. He
Oh,
went with you willingly. You have an action and a bonus action.
I mean, at that point, like, hmm, SQ
You do
doesn't.
have a bardic inspiration, for example. You can cast spells if you want to.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. At that point, I want to give Bardic Inspir. Wait, does Clad, do you already have Bardic Inspiration or no?
Yes,
Um.
inspiration from the DM, which is one reroll of any choice of his.
Okay, then she would give Bardic Inspiration to the guy in the hat because she wants him to live.
All right. Okay, you do that. How do you do it?
Right before she jumps through the portal, SQ like makes direct eye contact with the guy in the hat. I imagine he's looking over
Yeah.
his shoulder, and she's like,
Yeah.
"You got this, pal." And then she gives him the finger guns as she gets like sucked into the portal.
That you do. The goblin is not there. He is not there. Sarut is with you. This one is going to cast another Thunder Wave. And even if this goblin saves, they are dead. He walks past the door where you are and looks at you, Clad. You should probably go. You don't want to miss the market. and he will walk down this corridor. Clad, it's your turn.
Go through the
You
portal.
hear. Alright, you go through the portal. I'm going to be changing maps. Just gonna open a map.
But what about the guy in the hat? He's just
He has it.
sacrificed himself for us.
Well, you're making an awful lot of assumptions there. Yeah. Huh. Okay. I'm going to just. Yeah. This map. And then I'm going to take out where is that one. Oh, I didn't extract it ahead of time. Well, shit. Oh well, this one will do. There are some trees, but you end up basically in a field. I'm just going to put your tokens down. SQ, Sarut, Clad, and then I'm just gonna move players. There we go. You should be on the new map soon.
Ooh, very green.
Yeah. I have a field map, but, well, I didn't extract it yet. I managed to get it, but yeah. Basically, there are trees, like you can see in this, and large amounts of open fields surrounding it. You're in a small thicket of trees inside of a vast, open, green field. The warmth hits you as you step through the portal, kind of like a wave of comfortable summer warmth. And you instinctively look back and there is no door behind you. You just walk through, stumble, look around, and here you are. Clad follows shortly after, and there is where we are right now.
SQ is gonna first she's gonna lift up Zaru's arms and check him for injuries, and then she's gonna start trying to do the same to Clad.
Alright. Certainly looks like he has a few bruises. He's a little bit hurt, but it doesn't look like it's life-threatening at the very least. Vlad?
That's how I was going.
Woman... Oh.
Go ahead.
SQ basically looked over Sarut to see if he was injured, and then walks over to you and starts checking you out to see if you are injured.
No response.
Alright.
Alright,
You.
so
How
yeah,
do you check it?
she's lifting his arms one by one, and she's looking at his armpits and looking at his ribs, and she's poking at him does that hurt?
You're annoying me.
Well, now one thing is at least hurt. My feelings. And then she drops his arm and walks over to Zaru and just kind of stands there and she's now what?
You are in a thicket inside of a huge open field. It looks like it's early midday. You have no war skins. You have no rations. And besides what you have in your inventory, that's it.
Can I roll for survival to see if there are any resources around?
Sure. Go ahead.
I'll let you do the
Keep in
same
mind.
thing.
Alright. SQ, you do not have disadvantage, so you roll a 14.
Aha!
Go ahead.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
It's fine. Go ahead, Clad. Yeah. You both start looking around, and you do remember that the portal is right around here. Let's make a little drawing. You came out from this portal in this direction. You can take a little while to check for things that are edible, but you also realize that you're not hungry. You're not thirsty. And when you are inside of those tubes, now that you have a moment to breathe and catch your breath, you didn't have any tubes into your throat. And you can't figure out how they would feed you any kind of food or water when you were underneath that liquid. And maybe, are either of you proficient in Arcana?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
I'm not.
Right?
I,
Sarut is.
I have +2.
Yeah, but you don't have a check mark for proficiency.
No.
Alright. Sarut doesn't mention as you start talking about it and says that maybe that orange goo was feeding you so that you weren't hungry or thirsty. But that's just a theory, he isn't entirely certain.
SQ's gonna kind of like look at whatever exposed skin she has, so like her arms and her hands, and she's gonna be like, because now she just feels gross.
Yeah. How long do you want to take? How long do you want to take to look for rations and food here? 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
So I guess my main question is like, does SQ see anything within the immediate vicinity? Like, I'm gonna say like this bush, for example. Are there berries or whatever?
You look around and there are no apple trees or berry bushes. You might find some other things that are less obvious, but it will take a little bit of time of, looking inside of the bushes and whatnot. You might even find some small animals that you can try catching or hunting.
That dilemma. It's the dilemma
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, because I feel like at this point SQ's like, are you even hungry? Do you feel hungry?
I mean, I should grab some resources.
I don't know. I think Saru might be right. Like that goo. It made us feel full, and I guess it hydrated us. I don't know. I don't feel like I need to eat right now.
Okay, do nothing to worry about then. Let's just get us
One
all
more
away from that
thing.
port as fast as possible.
All right. You do pick up some basic things as you start leaving. You find some roots that you can probably eat later down the line. They won't go bad for at least a few days. So you can add just basically one ration to your inventory.
Nice.
Because just small things that you pick out that you go, oh, this here is something edible, and this is here is like a spice like chamomile or mint. Just small things like that. But as you realize that you should probably leave this portal area, in what direction do you want to go?
The portal is north, right?
You cannot see the portal here. You only know that you came out of this portal in this direction. So you fell
Alright.
or walked out this way, but you don't see it. You kind of tried putting your hand there, nothing.
Alright, then let's head southeast.
Southeast? Okay.
SQ's pointing this way.
Northwest.
She's pointing northwest.
Alright, with your survival, you also know that those are the right directions.
Yeah, so
So,
SQ's
this
looking
is
to kind
indeed
of tug on.
north.
She's gonna like grab Clad's hand a bit and like tug on it and be like, no, we have to go this. We have to follow the path north.
Sarut very much insists that SQ is right, and you should totally go that way. Totally kissing your ass, but With that survival check, you took about 1 minute to look around. You don't see any high points or mountains or hills. Just so that you're aware, but these things are trees. If you want, you can try climbing a tree to see if you can spot anything on the horizon.
Oh, SQ's totally gonna climb a tree. She's gonna climb up this one.
Acrobatics or athletics?
All right. Let's go with acrobatics.
Yeah, you climb it pretty good, and then Sarut takes out his wings and flies straight up.
I could have asked him to do that.
Yeah. Okay, you can make SQ can make a perception check. Sarut will make one with advantage because he's really high up.
Yes. Perception.
He rolled a 3 and a 6.
Jeez, Saru is like totally out of it. Oh,
Yeah.
so am I apparently.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Oh god.
You get up and you see fields, 360 degrees. You cannot spot anything past horizon. You don't see any forests, just open fields of very tall grass. SQ, this grass might actually be around the same height as your head.
Oh god.
You can ride on Sarut's back if you want to.
No, because she likes him, so she won't willingly touch him unless it's
Yep.
to heal him or hurt him.
But he does help you down from the tree, so you don't have to make a check for that.
Alright. Yeah,
And
SQ's
I'm
gonna, when
guessing,
she comes down from the tree, she's gonna be like very confidently pointing in the northerly path direction. Like, no, we definitely have to go this way.
Alright. Bad?
All right. He doesn't. He doesn't disagree. He just wants to get this over with.
Alright. You start making it in a northwestern direction. Considering the fact that I'm still working on extracting the map and finishing that up, which will take a minute or two, you are walking in the field. Is there anything you would like to do as you're walking northwest?
Oh, SQ is definitely gonna be like, so your name's Clad. Where are you from?
Doesn't matter. We're not there.
I mean, I guess how's your relationship with your parents?
Dead.
Oh, how'd that happen?
War.
They were both fighting in a war?
Casualty.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I bet you missed them. So nice day, right? She is so awkward. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I think it's hilarious. Sarut is looking at Clan a little bit jealous. Like, I'm so much more interesting. And my mom was an elf, and she made a deal with a devil, and I grew up with wolves, and kind of tried to be cool about it.
It's so accurate.
Hey. Hey. All right.
So I mean, what's your deal? What are you into, I guess?
Great.
You like, what are your hobbies? Do you have hobbies? Do you like drawing or stuff?
The only thing Only thing I do is it's a servant now.
Wait, you're a servant?
Don't want to talk about it.
Do you make a good, like at least minimum wage?
My wage is living.
That doesn't seem like a fair transaction. I feel like, if you're providing a service, you should get compensated for it.
Just gives SQ the stare.
And SQ is oblivious. And she just kind of like waves her hands while they're walking because she's very animated. She's an animated talker. And she just starts going. She decides to delve into her own personal story. And so she tells Clad all about how, her dad was a musician and a bard and he was world renowned, but he was always away from home, and so her mom got, lonely and sad and bored, and she went down the street to Mr. Tinkerfoot and they started an affair, and then her mom left her dad, and then her dad went kind of crazy and he started like throwing rocks at Mr. Tinkerfoot's windows, and he was like serenading her mom outside of Mr. Tinkerfoot's house at all hours. And so eventually SQ left, and then she picked, this is where the story, we're moving into this. That was a montage. And now SQ's like, so yeah, I
Yeah.
left, and at this point, I don't know if he knows I'm gone yet. It's been about a year. I left him a note, but like I haven't actually gotten a note back. I don't know if you noticed.
SQ, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no, because I just talked his dang ear off for like probably
Nope.
2 hours. Charisma saving throw.
You stop and you question that from a year ago. But you were in that pod. How long were you in that pod? Are you sure that your memories are even real? But then you shake yourself. No, you know that your mom is real. You know Tinkertop is real, your dad is real. But the time. You aren't exactly sure when it happened, but somewhere along the time where you started heading north to the dwarven city of Kartanga, somewhere along the line there, your memory doesn't add up. There are holes in your own story. You don't know if it's been days, weeks, months, or even years. But you guess at the very least it's been weeks. And this is when we will take a break.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I tried to make one earlier, but there was combat and everything. And I didn't want to take a break in the middle of it. But if the both of you think that we need a break, even in the middle of combat, just say it and we'll make it happen.
All right.
Sounds good.
So a 10-minute break, and then we'll play for however long the both of you want to.
I'm down for, I guess, another probably like 45 minutes. I do have to get off and start doing more adult stuff.
Alright. Because the rest of this will most likely be more RP heavy. And in the meantime, I will set up some maps depending on, well, how things go and where you end up. So yeah, see you both in 10 minutes.
All right.
Map is done. done. Alright.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me.
church mother in a church hat clap. Man, that sugar gave her color purple coming back clap. When that whole week beat you up and stress you, but you hear that organ playing and remind you of your blessings. And on another note, she just hit another note. Chills down my spine, got me crying, make me overload. You don't know about it though. Old school church hymns, deacons get the humming, now the drummer finna burst in. Lordy, Lordy, Lord. Can you hear me now? Church close, sweater, you don't care, you just get it now. Testify how we made martyrs out of these fathers and rose up all of his daughters to glorify him with honor. Man, I swear Thomas Jones with her head did. Now it's flying everywhere, she don't care what her head did. She an egg, yeah, caught up in the egg, yeah. Probably why she clapping like Jesus just reappeared, yeah.
Give me that God Almighty, that good old gospel, that old school doctrine. Give me that truth for the body, ain't nothing new about it, but it's still gonna follow.
Church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. I wanna be the type of dude to get the Lord on his feet. I wanna do the type of shows that the Lord wanna see. What I mean, if I can make the whole church clap, it ain't a clap in the heavens, then that clap's just a clap, clap. For his son glorified, sin mortified. The Holy Spirit going word, that truth ain't watered down. It's sound doctrine, gets birthed in the common now. Nothing wrong with singing loud, but that ain't where the power's down. The church has been clapping at weak sermons, leaving the weak hurt. No one's changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members but empty in conversions. Preach the gospel and stand back. Look for changed lives, not for hand claps. Love people well, oh they can't stand at the church, just the church with the words where we stand.
Give me that God Almighty, that good old gospel, that old school doctrine. Give me that truth for the body, ain't nothing new about it, but it's still gonna follow.
Church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. Church clap, church clap, let me hear the church clap. Come on.
Hello.
Hello. Here we go. I'm just making some final touches on the, well, shadowing and hiding, you know, for dramatic effects and there we go. So I can hide some things to make it more dramatic. There.
Also, if we could try to wrap this up in the next 20 minutes, that would be awesome, because I'm gonna have a like group chat conference call type of thing with my mom.
Yeah. There will be no combat, so this will be roleplay, but yeah. We can probably wrap it up in the next 20 minutes.
Awesome. Thanks
Or
a
at the
lot.
very least, I will do my best. There we go. The map. Set up. Yeah, this can be also interesting to see how you react to all of this. Mwahaha. Well, look at the bright side. At least you're not inside of the lair of something that big and terrifying.
Man, all SQ wanted to do was get the heck out of there.
Yeah,
She's feeling better now.
makes me happy. At least, you know, slightly less murder me in my sleep because I put her in a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, the only issue now is where the heck is Lonnie?
Oh, you can roll me intelligence saving throw for that.
Oh god. Oh god. Lonnie. Oh god. I need glasses, man. There we go. No.
He's fine.
No.
Oh, he's totally fine.
SQ is totally unworried about Lonnie. She's like, no, he's taking care of himself. He's a smart goat.
Yeah. Also, you feel a very warm and comfortable tingle. Hello. You feel a very warm, comfortable tingle in the back of your head.
Oh, yeah. I get warm fuzzies when I think about Lonnie.
Yeah. Lonely makes you feel safe. It makes you very comfortable. You feel totally safe when you think about Lonely.
SQ's gonna kind of like elbow Zaru and be like, hey, Lonnie's probably thriving on his own right now. She's so proud of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, yeah. Lonely's probably doing real okay.
God
Totally
dang.
fine.
God dang it. Yep, SQ's fine. Everything's fine.
Hello, Clad.
Hey!
Hey,
All right. I will, per SQ's request, because she has a meeting, I will try to wrap this up within the next 15 minutes or so.
all right.
But that's okay because this is mostly role playing. You will be at the bottom of the map. You have been walking for literal hours. The sun is actually setting across the horizon and lighting is poor. It is considered dim light all around you.
Mhm.
And I believe SQ and Clad, do not have dark vision.
Correct. So at that point, SQ is
Yeah.
like kind of holding on to Zaru's like elbow, and she has her other hand like gripped around Clad's wrist because she can't really see where they're going either.
It's dim light, so you can see, but you know it's getting darker. It's difficult to see. You do still have your torches.
Yeah,
If
SQ's
you
still
want to use
SQ's
them.
definitely still just gonna go for the I'm touching you option.
Okay. What about you, Clad? Clad?
Guns.
Because-
I'll just okay. I'll just keep on walking on the path.
All right. Feel free to move as you want. You do see some trees and bushes and rocks and stuff like that. You don't need to measure. You can just walk as you want. And I
I
will
know. I'm
reveal
trying to
these-
play cursor.
Oh, yeah. SQ.
She's I'm assuming Zaru is like following the person who seems the most in charge, and so SQ is just following Zaru.
Yeah. Clad is probably acting more in charge, but Sarut is following you and you're following Sarut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
While they're walking, SQ is just kind of like humming to herself, but like you know that one song, this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and now they keep on singing it not knowing just because this is a song that never ends. And she just keeps like humming that under her breath over and over again.
Yeah. I can see that. I need both Clad and SQ. Dexterity saving throws. Oh, you both fall.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Sarut is going to try to catch both of you. He's gonna try with SQ first because of course he is.
Of course.
So
Oh no.
this one will be for SQ, and that
Oh
one's
my
for
god.
he catches you first, Clad, and he pulls you back when you start falling. However, SQ, you are falling. I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics. Acrobatics to try not to hurt yourself, and athletics to try to grab on. To, well,
Okay,
Yeah.
acrobatics
you avoid getting hurt.
and then athletics.
Nope, just,
Oh, just acrobatics.
Just-
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, thank God. No.
So, Sarut will try to catch you again, and he does. And you breathe out, and then you look down.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Yeah. Sarut flies up with you, and both of you look down. The sun is setting in the west. So, basically, ruler from this direction. And these here big cliffs have been shading this entire area. But when you look down, you see that you are on a very high. Roll a survival or intelligence check, both of you.
Right?
I'll roll survival. I definitely have advantage.
You
on
do
that.
have advantage. You do have advantage.
Huh. 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 Twins.
Nice. You're on a floating island. You are on a floating island. You do not know if it's the same one that you were on top of, or if you're on another one, but you are very much on a floating island. And that is a very long way down. A very, very, very long way down. Because he also rolls.
SQ's not being useful at all. She's literally just, as Zoru like brings her back onto land, she's just screaming unintelligibly.
Yeah. But you do see and have noticed that this is some sort of path that is going here. But basically, we will be ending the session here, but if there's anything you would like to do after realizing that you're on top of a floating island,
I want to roll for Constitution to see if SQ throws up from a height sickness.
go ahead. Alright. You throw up while you're in the air. The root catches you around the stomach. So it doesn't really help you. You have
She's just
and it
yarfing.
falls. Yeah. It falls down, 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 down,
Oh no.
down, down, down.
No.
As he flies up with you and puts you safely on the edge. You realize that you never saw the puke hit the ground. It's a long way down.
Oh
But
god.
you do see clouds above you. You do see clouds above you. Both of you can roll an intelligence or wisdom check. Your choice.
I see. I have more wisdom than intelligence.
Well, they're both the same for me.
Alright. Let's go wisdom.
Yep.
Wise boys.
Yeah. Clad, you're a little bit shaken, so you aren't really able to take in the moment. But as you go back up and land, you realize that this island is not leaning. Inside of that dungeon, lair, whatever that was, it was leaning in a northeastern direction. Or in some direction at the very least. This island is flat. It's not leaning. You figure that this is probably not the island that you were inside of.
So like in between like dry heaving, SQ's gonna be like, guys, we're on a different island. Ugh. Oh god.
Alright.
So yeah. It is late. You can try setting up camp. You can decide to try to march on through the night. But you do not have dark vision. Except for Sarut, which is not here. Or
Yeah,
if
I
there's
think we
anything
should.
else.
Yeah.
I vote set up camp.
Yeah.
Anywhere on this map that you would like to set up camp.
SQ's not moving from this spot. She is literally in fetal position on the ground, holding her stomach and dry heaving. She's like, guys, I can't. Let's just put a blanket on me, please.
Alright, I guess we're not moving
You
then.
don't have a
Someone lay on me like a blanket.
You want to take a long rest right next to the edge of a floating island?
I mean, it's not tilting, right?
Nope, it's not tilting. But you did fall off this cliff.
Zuru, find us
You
find
did.
us a place to camp. Drag me.
He tries to pick you up like a Princess Carrie. Tries to be real smooth about it.
And she is 100% boneless. Like, this is not romantic at all.
It's incredibly romantic.
All right, so while SQ looks like you're picking up like a boneless ferret, apparently it's romantic. And she's
Yeah,
sweaty,
because
and she has vomit on her shirt, and it's
Yep.
super romantic.
yeah, but Saru, the way he does it, he cradles your head against his shoulder, and the way he holds you, he just leans your head towards his heart, as he just, in the most chivalrous and cool way possible, picks you up and moves you between these bushes. Unless there's somewhere else you'd like to set up camp.
Yeah, no, SQ's fine. She's just gonna like wipe some of the vomit from her mouth onto his shirt while he's carrying her. But she's gonna like do it like in a
You?
cute way.
Yeah. What about you, Clad?
I'll I'll sub a different camp over here.
Alright. You can. Yeah. You do not have any blankets or anything, but it's warm even though the light is going down. SQ can definitely cuddle with Sarut if you want to.
Yeah,
You probably
her tummy
think-
hurts. She's been throwing up. She'll cuddle.
Yeah. The one session he isn't here, he rolls a natural one of flirting with her,
Right?
of course. Yeah.
Poor Randy. He's gonna be so pissed off.
Yeah. But this is where we'll be ending the session. We're setting up camp, and that's where we'll be starting, or when you wake up in the morning on the next session in Thursday.
Okay, awesome. Thank
So-
you guys. This was really fun.
Yeah. And congratulations on surviving not being, murdered by a mind flare. An old, weak mind flare.
But still a mind
But still-
flare. We managed
Yeah.
to jump out of that one.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it only has 71 hit points.